What's up? Waiting for everybody to come on. What's up, y'all? Come in, come in. Come to the light. Hey, y'all. What's up, Joseph? Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, what's up? Mixture Beauty, SCCP 214, G Thoughts, Terrence, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming through. Hey, T. All right. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit for people to come in. Yes. And I'm gonna announce that. How'd you know, Joseph? I'm gonna announce that in a minute. Hey, Mixture Beauty. I'm letting people come on live with me for those of y'all that are on here. I'm going to say this again a little bit later. But I'm going to allow people to ask questions in the comment section and or just jump on live. And so for those that don't know, right below the comment bar, there's a little, like a little video icon with a plus sign. Hit the plus sign, and then I'll bring you on as we're going. You sure do be reading my mind, Joseph. You already know how it goes. This is y'all. So this is the first time that I'm doing this show like this. Okay. So this is the first time not having a guest in the 18. I don't know what. I think this is show 17 actually. So in 17 shows. Hey y'all, come in, Dadia, come in, Melanin Beauty. In the 17 shows that I've 16. I don't know how many shows I got. No, this is 17. So in the 17 shows that I've done, this is the first time that I haven't had a guest. So we finna do this, okay? So y'all, welcome to Dear Future Husband. Thank you for everybody coming in. I'm sure more people will join as we go. We do not, hey Kedrick, we do not have a guest on today. So this is the co-host hour, okay? You guys are my co-hosts. You guys are my guests on this here show on today, right? And so what we're going to do is I'm going to be bringing up topics. We can talk about anything. Same flow as the other shows. Talk about whatever we want to talk about. And y'all can come on live if y'all want to by hitting that little video with this plus sign in the middle, or you can drop your comments below. All right. And I'll read them out and we can just have a whole conversation. So first, what I've never been able to do is kind of introduce myself, right? And kind of tell y'all a little bit about me. Hey, Queen Aylin, that official, how you doing? So, I haven't been able to tell y'all about me. So first, let me tell you why I've started Dear Future Husband. Dear Future Husband came about, it was actually a joke, first of all, right? So Dear Future Husband, I think the first thing that I ever said was, and I posted it, this was a post on Facebook. Dear Future Husband, I'll grease your beard if you grease my scalp. Something like that, right? And, people thought it was hilarious and they just kept wanting more. So I kept posting the different type of topics like that, right? Kind of let it go by the wayside. And this was me just posting about my dear future husband. Like, hey, because I get brazen things. I want somebody to grease my scalp. Like, that was real. Like, that was some real stuff right there. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Joseph. Hey, Greg. So that was some real stuff right there, right? So I just kept posting things about what I want my dear future husband to do or be like or treat me or whatever. So that's how Dear Future Husband came about. Of course, everything was kind of, things happened, life happened. I kind of let Dear Future Husband go. And then I came back with a vengeance 17 weeks ago. Or probably more than that, with this show. So that's how this show has come about. It started from a Facebook post. Hey, Natural Diva. And so, that's where we at. So let me tell you a little bit about what I've been going through in dating, because I have been, I've tried, right? And so I have been, yes, bring that future husband to life, girl. Yes, ma'am. Listen, I've been working on him for a few years now, but yes, that's the, that is the thought process, right? So, y'all, I have been dating. I have done the apps, the dating apps. I have done meeting people naturally, because people are like, oh, just meet them naturally. I've met them naturally, and they have naturally walked they, you know what I'm saying, have to go and walk their black asses out. But I've met them naturally, right? I have done the dating apps. I've been lied to. It's a mess, right? And so what I have found is the older that I get, he probably right up under your nose. They usually are. You right about that, Joseph. He probably is, but he ain't making himself known. And so, you know, what am I supposed to do? Read his mind? So hey Q. So he has, so I have been in and out of relationships, never married. So I've never been married, in and out of relationships, long term, short term, just, you know, depends on what it is. But yeah, the older I get, you're right, Melanin, the older I get, the harder it is. And Greg, I'm coming to you. I'm gonna bring you on in a minute. My standards have changed since I was 20, right? And so now I want something different. And now I'm looking for a different type of dude. I also realized that my picker is off. I'm picking the wrong guys, you know? So I've been working on that really, really hard, like this year or last year, 2022. I've been working really hard on just trying to really understand why it is that I'm picking the person that I'm picking. And so, going through all that, listen, I've been doing the work. Personally, myself, I've been doing the work because there is, I don't pretend like I don't have any fault in it, right? So dear future husband kind of helps me not only talk to other people like me, but talk to people that are not like me, right? Like talk to people that are married, newly married for 20 years, so they can drop gems on us. And it just allows us to open up that conversation and just be real with each other and drop gems on each other, because I know I'm not the only one that's out here dealing with this. So let me go back to some of these comments. Queen says, God is taking his sweet time to find a sweet guy for a sweet soul like you. You special. God knows what he's doing. Good for you. Oh, thank you, mama. I appreciate you. Q talk about what's up. What's up, Q? Natural Diva, I felt the same way. See, and Natural Diva met her husband or her fiance on a dating app. So Natural Diva is about to be, listen, married off. Queen says vibe. Sorry, typos. You good, mama. Keidra said, I think natural is the best. Let the spirit lead you. Listen, Christian, that spirit been kicking my ass all up and down the street, okay? That spirit, I don't know whose spirit I'm listening to. How about that? What's up, Warren? I don't know if it's I think it's the evil spirit out here whispering in my ear, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm falling for it. And so then these dudes are coming in my life and they just not it. Now, I want to say, because I don't know if y'all know, but some of these people be coming for me on YouTube and on TikTok, and some of these comments under these videos, they be coming for me. And they're like, well, that's why you're not married. Meh. First of all, just to clear the air, I am not married because I chose not to accept. Okay? Like, look, don't get it twisted. I'm not out here ratchet and trifling, and I'm not one of those women. So I am able to choose who I want to spend the rest of my life with, right? And I'm able to say, nah, dog, you ain't it. Because, you know, you out here acting a fool and you too old for that, right? So don't come for me, okay? Go for your mama, but don't come for me. So Greg says, could be that you're picking a type instead of someone who's like you. Greg, I am picking a type. I'm about to bring you on, Greg. I am picking a type. Hold on. Picking that type very recently, and I'm talking about super, super, super recently. Joseph, you coming up next.
Hey, Bree, how you doing, babe?
Hey, Greg. I'm good.
Feeling like that.
I'm good. How are you? Yeah, okay. Okay. Well,
hey, I saw you said,
on,
I saw
your
post. I was like, I gotta come.
Thank you. See, that's the love right there. Everybody that's on right now, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the love. So Queen says, ooh, girl, he said, what's up? Listen, he talking about I'm weak. Joseph says values, values and boundaries. Yeah, those values are deep for me. Like, I'm very into values and how you treat people and how you know, your morals and your moral compass, Greg. And so sometimes Especially
What
not
you
like
think?
I thought. Let me tell you what I thought, Greg. I thought because I was older, so I'm now
Right.
fishing out of the older pond, right? So this is that how you cast it? Right? So I thought I was gonna bag me, you know what I'm saying? Like the winning
Yeah,
trout. Is
the
that a
smallmouth
thing when they
bass,
fish for
trout,
trout? I don't
fish,
know.
shark, whatever.
Like the winning trout, right? And so, but what I'm getting is these trout mouth
Oh, trout mouth, dude. Oh, not the fish
dudes is
mouth.
what I'm
Okay,
getting. I ain't getting
not the fish. Mr. Limpet in the house. Jabberjaw in this bad boy. No.
you know what I'm saying? Bubble mouth. Listen, that's what I'm getting. And so what I thought was, guys, I thought it was gonna be easier, right? Because we're older. Everybody got the foolishness out the way. They too old to be out here cheating. They shouldn't they shouldn't want no kids from me. Like I'm good, right? Like so this is gonna be easy. I'm gonna bag them.
Let me
We're gonna get
give
married. We're
let
gonna
me
live
give you the
happily ever
update
after.
though.
You know?
Okay. So I
Mm.
met a
Yeah.
wonderful lady on the Facebook dating app.
Okay. Okay.
Facebook came
Come through
through.
Facebook.
But you know what
Okay.
I did? I changed the questions that I asked. And I thought about who am
What
I?
you
What am
asking?
I like? I mean, somebody who knows me,
Mm-hmm.
what am I doing? I'm watching comedy or I'm listening to some good old
Mm-hmm.
school R&B or some type of music, or I'm, low key,
Mm-hmm.
trolling some political stuff, right? And I
Okay.
when I met her, I was like, okay, she's from uh, a place that I hold near and dear to my heart, Oakland, the home of the Raiders. And I just asked a really simple question. I was like, hey, what's the last 5 people in your playlist? And she was like, okay, her,
Okay.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I think Frankie Bellarmine. She had 5 people that I would listen to. And I was like, okay, so if I ride with her in the car on the long road
Okay.
trip, we're not gonna be fighting about the music. Now, if but
Yeah, she all
but
right.
if we,
Right. She gonna
just
make
want to
it.
get together and vibe, that's working too. And when I went out on that first date with her, it was like everything was just perfect. Didn't have to. Neither one. We didn't spend a lot of money on it, but just the way we connected, the
Mm-hmm.
music, the activities, everything is right. But she's the same age as me too. Right? She's like 3 weeks younger than I am. So we coming from the same
Okay.
era. But
Yeah,
and
you
for
are.
us,
Yeah, you
the
are.
other thing, I definitely went
Mm-hmm.
after her. It was like I went after her. It was like
You have to do
I
what?
made it known I was being intentional
Okay.
and I was
That's the
being
thing.
consistent. Drove
So
3 hours for that first date.
I love
It was
it's the effort for me, Greg. And I like the fact because I'm not gonna do is chase you. I'm not gonna chase no man. Now you're gonna have to make it known and make it clear that I also don't do well with reading between the lines.
yeah
So you have to make it plain. Put it on paper, make it what
yeah
they say law school, put it on paper, make it plain. I can't play these games with you and I can't be reading your mind and
yeah
thinking and squinting to see if you like I'm not gonna do all that. Now you have to come out and be like, Bree, I like you. And then it's my choice at that point on whether I want to
yeah
pursue that or not. So I like that. And if somebody drove 3 hours for me, I stopped entertaining a dude. And he wasn't even we didn't even get as far as talking on the phone. He told me I was
the
40 minutes
hell
away and I was too far.
40 minutes.
You ain't got to worry. Listen,
That's a
you ain't
drive
got to worry about me because
after work in Chicago.
I drive from city down 35.
40 minutes. Oh,
When
no,
he said
he
that,
was
I said,
serious.
"You're not the guy for me, buddy." And I was appalled. The way that I clutched my pearls when he said, I said,
Not the pearl clutch.
"People come from out of state for you, girl. What you mean, 40 minutes?" I said, "Oh no, oh no."
Hey,
Right? But the fact that you would drive 3 hours, I mean, that's the type of effort that and then the consistency is everything. Consistency means everything to me. That's my love language. Let me get some of these. So Warren says, I was just saying that. Queen says, I'm about to hop off my bed. Oh my God. Stephanie said, no, man, you got to throw that fishing rod further than that. Listen, because clearly I'm getting them out the mud right by the bank. And so what I need to do is get my little canoe and
but
kind of and go out there a little bit
maybe stop
further,
fishing.
Greg, clearly. Well,
Oh,
okay, so
because now
that's
this
thank
the
you,
other thing though.
for saying that.
She wasn't looking. I mean, she was on the app, but if I believe her, and I do, she was doing some research on something. Okay, sounds dumb, but it's been 5 months, right? Um, but yeah,
What was she researching?
she wanted to make her own dating app. She's into IT. I'm not like this, and remember, I was in IT before I went to law school, so I was
Okay.
like, we clicked. Um, but the thing of it is, call it old fashioned or whatever you want to call it, but you know, I you have to. Men gonna do what they do, and if we want
Oh,
somebody,
absolutely.
then it's not a lot that you can put between us we knocking that stuff out the way. The other thing I'll say is, God, I'm getting senior moment here. It's the effort, it's consistency. Men are gonna go for what they want, and it's like when you're not looking, or at least don't let it on that you're looking, and just let them see you doing you. I've seen you doing you.
Have you seen me lately?
But I'm just saying, just let them see you doing you.
Okay.
Yeah, let them see you doing you. Don't go out your way to be in their way. Just be doing you. I promise you, it's a joke out there circling. That's been like waiting to see if the runway is clear.
They are. But then when they get to that point, when I allow that joker to, when I'm gonna entertain you and see, because you've been you coming for your girl, right? And you seem like you're interested, and then so I'm gonna allow you to, come get to know me a little bit, right? Talk on the phone, we're gonna text, we're gonna maybe go on a couple dates, and then it's not panning out. For the ones that I'm allowing to come into my space, right? And so that's why I'm saying it may be the ones that I'm picking, and not picking as if I'm diligently searching for them, but the ones that I'm allowing.
What is it that they're offering, or what is it about them that you're picking? What's making you pick?
I like their personality. I like entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs really, and I like their personality, and something about them piques my interest, so that I'll bite.
Can the two entrepreneurial bents coexist?
I'm starting to think that maybe I need to go get me a 9-to-5, because it's and even not even that, and I'm gonna bring on Joseph here in a minute. Not even that, but I think that it's not even just entrepreneurs. I need to do specific. So Greg, I got the law firm. I have an 8-year-old. Most of the things that I want, I just go and get it, right? I have their future husband. I do speaking engagements. There's photo shoots lined up. My life is not the regular schmegular life, right? And so it's not just about an entrepreneur man. It's about somebody who can understand that my life is not regular and can deal with that.
This is what I'll say to that. It may take a special type of dude, but they're out there. And the thing of it is, and don't get me wrong, this may take you until after your baby is 18. Well,
that's a long time,
56
buddy.
though, so I've been through that, right? But I was married, but what I'm saying is, but I don't have that now as an impediment, and it is something that I consider when I'm looking, because I've been through that. I don't want to go through that now. I love my kids to death. Not raising them more. My next step side for me, grandkids, I'll give them the candy, send them back. But
no, that ain't my story.
But you got to find a guy who is cool doing what he's doing, doesn't feel
Yeah.
pressured to participate in your entrepreneur
Yep.
stuff, and you can.
And he
Well, now
doesn't.
here's the
I don't
thing
need him.
though. Is that gonna bother you that he's not in the grind like you are? No, that's
No,
well,
he ain't in the ground
what
with
you
me
say. I
now.
don't have that now.
This thing rolls by itself. Like this thing rolls by itself. So no, I don't need him to be at photo shoots. I don't need him to be standing right there by the
So when
printer
you
every day.
come home at
That's
the
not what
end
I
of the
need him
day,
to do.
what is he
But
supposed
what
to
I
be
need
doing?
him to do,
Yes,
what is he supposed to
when
be
you
doing?
come home,
When he comes home?
because you're probably gonna be out longer than him if he's 9 to 5. So you'll
I'm
probably be
gonna be
busy
where?
longer than him if he's just 9 to 5.
Yeah, on Thursdays when I have Dear Future Husband, yeah, I lock off at 4 and I'm at the
Okay.
house. So he actually gonna be coming into
So
me. He gonna be coming out
what do you
here,
want him to do? What is his
and
what
he
is his
gonna be
schedule
walking.
like when he come home? Perfect picture for Bree.
Okay, therapist. I never even thought that far. So he comes home.
Which
Are we
what
talking about a
for
9 to 5
you?
or an entrepreneur?
For you, what?
I would prefer an entrepreneur. So he's doing whatever he gotta do. Maybe we're gonna eat dinner and get, I'm gonna get my daughter together and in the bath and put her to bed, and he's gonna watch TV, play his game, chill. I mean, I don't know
You're not
what is
talking
he supposed
about
to do?
what he's going to do for you.
I mean, cuddle me. I don't.
I
What do
mean, I
y'all do when
can't
y'all get? I
listen.
don't know. I ain't never lived
I
no
can't
dude and
go.
all that.
I can't go there
I don't know.
without uh without eating. Uh, I know I'm gonna get squeezed the minute I come in the door. I know. I mean, those things, and you would think that it's it's just a short moment, but it sets the tone.
You talking
Well, no, just
about hugging him when he
she
comes
does
in?
that for me. This is what I'm saying.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
what
Like,
is your
well, you didn't say
interaction
how I'm
like?
gonna greet him. You
What is
said,
it
what is
about
he
this
gonna
man
do?
that's gonna make you be like, you know what, this the one?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I'm about greeting mine when he comes through the door for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying, and making sure, how's your day been? We talk about your day. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. We eat. We cuddle. We watch TV. We do whatever. But I mean, I mean,
But for a lot of people,
I
it's
thought that was
not.
good. I'm
For a
sorry.
lot of people,
Maybe
it's
it's
not.
not. I thought that was good. Clearly it's not. So no, yes, come in, do all of that, hug you, kiss you, I miss you, eat all that, right? And then, fix your plate, sit down and eat.
Yeah,
We're gonna
eating is
eat.
important.
I keep
Eating is
saying that
important. Yeah,
because I eat. Because I eat.
yeah. No, eating
I
is
said it about
important.
4 times already. Like,
Can
we're
he
gonna
cook?
eat. Like, I don't understand what else you want.
Can he cook?
Huh?
Is
Maybe, maybe
that
not. I
important to
mean,
you though?
either way, I've been eating. No,
Is he how
I do it
affectionate
all
is he?
now, so no.
Okay,
Oh, very,
okay.
very affectionate. He
See,
has
and
to be
that's
very
because
affectionate.
it's probably a dude walking around
Yes.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I need hugs and kisses. I need random hugs and kisses. Hold on. So Kedra said, evil spirits are fun, other spirits are born. You know what, Kedra? Hey, Ivory. My moral compass is north. Warren said, "Oh, I got some trout mouse."
Lord, jab and drop.
Trout mouse, baby. Let me see. Let me go down some more. Bree, I like you. Ivory, you will put that on the thing. Come on. Ivory gets on my damn nerves. I just want y'all to know Ivory's a friend, y'all. Joseph Effort, most definitely. Kedrick said out the mud, for sure, for sure. Not boss of Greg. You remember Christian?
What's up, man?
He said, hey. Christian Johnson. You remember him?
Send me a picture.
I'll send you a picture. You probably remember him. What if you are a man like me that feels he doesn't have to chase?
He won't catch. I mean, unless people just coming to him.
You gonna have to. So I guess chasing is relative, right? And it depends. It's subjective. It depends on who you're talking to. So because some women like to play the games of you gotta like try 3 or 4 times before she'll give you, You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Any play, any before
and
she
to
give you
be
any
honest,
attention.
I do
So
like sometimes it and sometimes I can be enthralled with a little minor pursuit. But
not a
well, I mean,
minor
you know, not
pursuit, but how
like, you
minor is
know,
the
chasing me
how
around,
minor
but
is the
still,
pursuit?
you know, just let a joker know you're interested.
Cool and cool.
What's up, Joseph?
What's up, Joseph? Not so you want to so Greg, you want to
No, I
pursue
was saying
them,
it
or you want
sometimes
them to
it's a little
pursue you
it's cool to be pursued a little bit, but I want to do the pursuing.
initially? Like I feel like so what I like is initially, Joseph, jump in whenever you want to. What I like initially is when the man pursues me, makes it clear, makes it known that he wants me, and then after we've established whatever it is that we're gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna big you up, I'm gonna compliment you. I think you a genius. You so handsome, you smell good, and come here and
Do it.
right. So I'm gonna do all that. I don't know if that's what y'all call pursuit, but that's how, once I'm in a relationship with you, and once I've determined that yes, it's you that I like, then it's game on. Like you can, like you're everything. Like you just the
So
most
yeah, Bree.
handsomest,
So I
smartest,
think
everything that
in
I've
this
ever.
society, people lack attraction and confirmation. If no one is giving you attraction and confirmation, then you don't know if they like you or not. You know what I'm saying? So like if somebody likes you but they ain't giving you, like no confirmation that they like you, then how do you know if they like you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like I can't read minds. Like you gotta, just because somebody likes my pictures or comments that I'm beautiful or something like that, doesn't mean they like. I don't automatically assume that they like me. Although what I'm finding is that a lot of women do. Like once you like the pic or
Yeah,
heart the pic,
that's
that's it, y'all.
that's that
Y'all go
social
together. I just
media.
want you to know,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
that social media foolishness. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what some women are on.
We in a relationship now.
They click.
yeah.
They'd be like, heart it. And they'd be like, oh my God, he likes me. He's jocking me. Do they say jocking? He's jocking me. They do, he's doing this. He all up
Yeah,
on me. Yeah, nah, boo. He just
yeah,
hearted your pick. Like, what are we? So I don't take
yeah.
that as you're pursuing me. You got to pursue me. Like, you got to let it know. Let it be known. Hey, Mimi. She said, I'm late to the party. Hey, Mimi. Keisha says, when I come in the door, I want my old lady to give me some sugar. Right, like greet that man. Hey, babe, I'm so glad you're home. How was your day? Like greet them. They love it. They
Yeah,
eat it up. Don't
yeah,
y'all? Don't
Yeah.
y'all, Joseph and Greg?
yeah.
The big spoon
They're like,
and a
yeah.
napkin.
So Mimi says you have to have expectations, sis. Absolutely need to have expectations. Dinner is a must. I'm saying, like, I eat it every day. Like, I feel like if he's, he gonna want some, ain't he? Terrence says
He talking about me when I said not catch.
this nigga needs
So
to meet me. Explain to him what I mean by I don't have to chase. Okay, Terrence. So what I think you're saying is that, I think that you let it be known. You should, because nobody should be, having to read your mind. But I think what you're saying is that once you bag them, that's it.
Yeah,
They there. That you bag them. That's what I think. You don't have to do much to get them.
yeah.
Stephanie says, I didn't even know I was in the game.
Why,
I think I got
why
benched.
you
I don't
think
even
you
know
got
what's happening.
benched though, Bree?
I'm just
Why
doing
you
my
think
own
that?
thing and living my life at this point. So because I ain't in the game, I don't know what's happening out there. I have
Right.
gotten to a place where I'm just, like Greg said, I am doing me, and I'm doing what makes me happy, and I'm not too much focused on who's
Of
there and
course it
who's
does,
not. But
because
I'm not gonna lie
we're
and pretend like
all
it doesn't get lonely, because
human
it
beings
does.
or
You
whatever,
know
and
what I'm
we're
saying?
gonna put on earth to be by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But in your
Right.
time of isolation, you should do the shadow work and work on yourself. And as long as you putting yourself to be in the best position, the right person gonna come into your life.
Absolutely.
So just be patient and don't be eager to
Right.
run into the hands of a
Right.
fool that's going to abuse you and use you. You know what I'm saying? Off of your ability.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let me tell you, Joseph, so what I get a lot is that people misunderstand. So they're
Hey,
like,
hold on.
because I do Dear
She
Future
said,
Husband, people think like I'm hard up,
yeah,
right? Like I'm just like I'm like, oh my God, like I'm, like a crack fiend, right? Like, no, that's not y'all. This show is just something I do to
Got it.
bridge the gap in our community,
and you're
right?
doing
And to make love great again. That's what this show is about. I am not sitting here waiting for my phone to ring. That's not what I'm doing. I am living my entire life. And if you follow me on any social media
doing
platform,
an awesome
you will
job.
see that I'm out here enjoying myself and
Okay.
living my life. However, Valentine's is
Okay.
coming up, Joseph. Like, I would, I would be remiss
Yeah, yeah.
if I did
Y'all
not
love all
say
the
that Valentine's
holidays.
is coming
Y'all love
up.
all the holidays.
And
You
so,
know.
yeah, I
Yeah,
want them
we know.
here.
Oh wow.
I love them.
Hey.
And my birthday is a holiday. I stopped talking to a man, Greg, because he didn't acknowledge my birthday. Done.
Now,
We can't.
having been a husband for a while, that's just dumb. I'm just saying that's
Like, what
you
are
need
you
to have that
doing?
on a calendar
Like,
or
you
something.
cannot
Just
not
don't,
acknowledge.
that yeah.
I mean, my
Joseph, what you
birthday
think
was
about
2 days
that
ago,
birthday was
and I
really
mean,
good.
I wasn't really tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a friend come from Austin, taking me out to eat unexpectedly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be tripping. Us men, we don't be.
I saw that.
Yeah, we don't be tripping on the. I don't be tripping
Yeah, we
on that
don't
type
trip
of
on
stuff. I don't
that.
be tripping
Y'all are
on it.
different.
I don't
Yeah.
be tripping. You
Come
know
on,
what I'm
me.
saying?
Come on, push the little
But
plus sign. Come on.
but me, like,
Y'all don't be
I'm
tripping. Y'all could keep
like, I
it
have a
because I'm
con-giving
asking
heart,
dudes
so
like I'm
when
dating.
somebody do something for
Like,
me,
how you
it's
feel about
greatly
your birthday?
appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. But I mean, yeah, I don't be
Yeah.
worrying about no
Yeah.
B-days, no holidays, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just another day, you know? Yeah, right,
For you, right?
right,
You listen, my birthday is a holiday now, don't. But here's the thing, because this is what I don't get, is that I'm not gonna tell you I want something for my birthday. We have to
right.
celebrate it, and we're not gonna go, you know what I'm saying, hard for yours. That's not something I'm
Absolutely.
into. So I'm very into reciprocity, right? And I'm very into, if you're gonna get something for Valentine's too, I want something for I don't care. Y'all be with this man-made holiday. I don't care what you call
Yeah,
it. I want a bear and the heart chocolates. I want it. you know so I would be remiss to say, like, act like yeah, like I don't think about the fact that I'm single. Like, it doesn't cross my mind.
she said that the
Mimi wants
live
to come
chat
on. It's just a
needed some
party
more
on here, y'all. We
estrogen.
just gonna accept
That's what she
everybody.
said.
It's just,
Yeah, she said you need more aspirin.
that's what
Too much
she said.
testosterone on here.
Because I'm here by myself.
Hey y'all.
I'm
There
here
she
by
go.
myself. Okay.
I'm,
Hey,
Hey, girl.
Mimi. So Terrence says, not me, I trip on my birthday. Yeah. And Tiffany says,
Like
your
that
birthday is your
Cowboys
day.
hoodie,
You should be
Mimi.
celebrated.
Already.
Absolutely.
thank
Hopefully we
you.
do something
Absolutely,
one
y'all.
day.
You Santa Claus came and saw me, so you know.
Already. Already.
Yes. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about some topics, y'all. And y'all in the comments, I need y'all to come. I'm reading y'all comments, so y'all are part
I
of the
love it.
party. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the co-host party. We should do
Yeah.
this more
Yep.
This
often,
is fun.
guys.
I
What do you
love it.
think about this? I love this. It's fun. Okay, let's talk about
Mm-hmm.
guys liking. So you're dating a guy, Mimi. He's liking everybody else's
Uh-oh.
other women's pictures
It's a
and
problem.
commenting on
Uh-oh.
other
It's
women's
a problem.
pictures, but never likes or comments on yours.
But is he
It's,
your but is he your boy?
I don't like
But is
it.
he your boyfriend though? But I mean, like, would he be
I don't really
considered
do
your
that dance.
boyfriend though, or
I
what?
don't like
Or
it.
somebody you like? Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yes,
Okay.
that's my dude. That's my guy. But so it's not. So number one, it depends on, like, hey, beautiful, you're gorgeous, and he's commenting on all these other women's pictures, and he's not commenting on yours. Y'all, your social media, how you
Let
handle
me let
social
me let me
media
let,
is
let me drop
important
this in the
when
pot
you're in
though.
a relationship.
The thing about social media that we learned with the election of Trump is that
Mm.
every fool that got on social media said exactly what was on their mind. Your man
Mm-hmm.
is liking
Mm-hmm.
other women's pictures. That's because that's on his
Mm-hmm.
mind. But
It's other women.
it's on most men's mind. Just because we see somebody and they're attractive don't mean we gonna act on it. Something about social media gives
And you
us
should
that little extra encouragement or license to do stuff like
that
that.
access.
So
Yeah.
maybe get your foot off the man's
Yeah.
neck. Just a proposal here. Not maybe get your foot off the man's neck because
Mm-hmm.
there's other women out there that look good to him. But he shouldn't be expressing that because that's disrespectful. I'm just
Okay, so what that's what ding ding ding
Look,
ding. That's it, Greg.
he over.
You over here on my screen. So that's it, Greg. Is that you over there, Greg. Joseph, you there, Mimi, you there. So that's it, Greg, is that I don't mind. Listen, y'all got eyes. When we out and about and we walking in the mall or we doing, I don't go to the mall anymore, but when we going other places, there's gonna be beautiful women that pass you. You gonna
I'm supposed
look.
to look.
I just ask that that you be respectful with it, right? Like, don't break your neck. Don't stop talking to me. Like, we mid
Be
conversation, you stop
respectful.
talking, you start drooling and stuff. Don't, like, let's be
Yeah.
But
respectful.
see,
And I think the
what's
same thing
wrong,
transpires
what's
across
wrong
social
is,
media. In my
you
personal
know,
opinion.
most men, not all men, they looking and lusting. So if you looking and you already lusting and being thirsty on social media, then that's just about a man's personality, and most men are thirsty. You know what I mean? But when a man has self-restraint and
And
self-discipline,
you hear him?
you ain't got to worry about him liking all these women pictures and commenting all on their pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that shows that he's thirsty. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless, but listen,
Let me tell y'all a
regardless if the women that
story.
he's liking
Oh,
is
go ahead,
half
Greg. Go
naked
ahead.
or whatever the case may be, that still shouldn't give him an invitation to do that though. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
I was gonna say what you
I like
said. Be
that,
respectful,
Joseph. I like that.
and
Mimi,
it
what you
depends
got to say?
on where we are in the relationship, right? So right now, me and my boyfriend, we're 10 months in, right? So we've established what our relationship is and where it's going. So I'm his number one, right? So if I'm his number one,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no way he's on social media out of balance, telling other women that they're beautiful and all this kind of stuff, and he ain't showing the same to me. Because
Mm-hmm. And that's the key, y'all. He's not commenting on his
yeah,
girlfriend's pictures at
Mm,
all. He's
it's a
mm,
no.
only commenting on half naked pictures
Yeah,
on social
yeah.
media. That is a problem. For me. That's a problem. So I will tell y'all a story. I had a married man jump in my inbox and say, Bree, I really, that picture that you took is really, really dope. You're a strong, beautiful black woman. I don't want to, people do what they do and they're going to mistake my, you know what I'm saying? My comment, and they're going to run with it, and they're going to, misunderstand it. And
Right.
so I don't want to put this out there, but I just want to give you your cool. And it was real respectful. I never got the vibe that he was coming at me any kind of way. And I actually respected him because what he did, the way he did it and what he was saying was classy as hell. Right. And the fact, and he let me know that he respected his wife
right.
10 toes down. And he was down for her 10. Like,
Yeah,
he was
there's nothing
not
wrong with
going
that.
to he was going to make sure there was no misunderstandings behind his wife. I appreciate it. There's nothing, and I love that. So, just to put that out there. Y'all, okay. Ivory says people are afraid of rejection these days. Nobody has the backbone to just walk up and be like, what's
Yeah,
up? I'm digging you.
I
Let's grab a
mean,
bite, get a number.
like I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, like if
Go
I'm at a
ahead.
gym like working out, man, I ain't about to go cold approaching a woman because someone might think that's weird though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've seen instances where, oh, well, why you approaching me? You're weird, because they get so many creeps and jerks approaching them, coming at them all lustful and all disrespectful. So most men ain't gonna approach
Okay, so let me ask you this, right?
you.
So we're in the era of the digital era where there's dating apps and things like that. And so the women who are 35 and
Mm-hmm.
above want to meet a man organically, the old fashioned way, in the gym, in the grocery store, at church,
Right, right,
at a restaurant or whatever. So I think
okay.
Mm-hmm.
that we're kind of digging for those more organic experiences outside of an app. So I think it would be perfectly fine to approach a woman at the gym or at the bar, at a restaurant, or, you know, walking by in the mall or whatever, to say, hey, I think you're beautiful. Like, are you single? And what, I don't think there's anything weird about that, unless
I'm saying,
you know, you come in a weird way.
like a man, like if you know, like if I see a woman that, you know, that looks respectful, like I said, it's all about attraction, confirmation. You catch eyes,
Absolutely.
they looking at, you already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, but if a man like comes at a woman disrespectful and she's used to men coming at her disrespectful about one thing, then she's gonna be like, why are you approaching me? You know what I'm saying? But if a woman sees a man, you know, coming at her respectful, like she's gonna give him the phone number, like, hey, call me, like let's
absolutely. It's all of the way.
Like,
and Christian said that it's how you approach.
Right.
Like y'all have that intuition. Okay, he's a good dude. Like he ain't coming at me lustful. He ain't coming at me sideways. So y'all know.
Yeah.
We do. So all that he's weird type, unless like Mimi said, he's coming at her weird.
And we can decipher between you coming at me lustful or you coming at me respectful, like at the gas station, like, man, you know, I was just pumping I think you're beautiful. You know, are you free tomorrow night? You know, are you single? Would you mind if I called you? That is totally respectful. And I would be like over the moon. Yes. I would. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Jules said,
but another thing, like a lot of like young brothers out here, you know what I'm saying? They caught up in the digital dimension. All they do is watch porn. All they do is lust for women. So they don't even see women as human beings. You know what I mean? So of course they scared. So if they scared and frantic, and if they caught up in that digital world, they don't even know how to approach women properly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm old. Yeah, I'm 38, but I'd rather court a woman, like get to know her, like build a long friendship with her before I even, you know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm like, I ain't even trying to have sex with you, like unless we married type thing. You feel me? Like I'm old school, so I'm just speaking from an old school perspective about courting women properly. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I like it. Now wait, because I get a lot of men, not a lot, but I've had some men say that, you know, we could be friends first. I want to be friends, and but then they want to friend me for years. You're not gonna friend me. Like, listen,
I said that up front when I started back dating. I was completely honest. Like, you don't want to overwhelm, you know, your prospects, let me say, but I was perfectly upfront and was like, I'm not looking for another homeboy to kick it with. I'm wifey material, right? That's just who I am to my core. So yes, I do want to become friends and build a connection and things like that. But my end goal is to be married again. So if that's not what you're looking for,
so what's your So what's the time frame from building a respectful friendship with a man, then that's gonna lead to that? Because a man know if you want to marry you or not.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it happens naturally. You just begin. It's nothing forced, right? You feel like your partner is a safe space. Right. Hold on, y'all. Somebody trying to call. You feel like your partner is a safe space. You can talk to them. You can have fun. You can just be yourself. All of those things are going to reveal itself over time. So as long as those things are happening, you're being open and honest about where this is going. Like, hey, I don't really feel like we meshing. We don't have no chemistry. You know, our schedules don't meet align right now. You know, it's different factors. So I think, you know, just according to the situation and how it plays out will let you know, oh man, this is really going well. I think it's going to the next level, you know? So you can't put a time frame on it, because after a month, we was locked in. Like, he decided,
But that's what I'm I'm saying.
No,
No, I feel like there
it
is
was.
a time
I
frame
didn't set
because
out
I
to
feel
say,
like,
okay, I'm giving
like I
this
feel
a
like,
month or I'm giving this 3 months. It just happened that way to be
Yep.
like, man, this is who
Yep.
I really want to be with. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Some people it might take a year.
right,
I don't know.
Yo,
and it
But
naturally happens.
the
I'm just
chemistry is
saying,
the
no, no,
key.
no, no, no,
No,
not
The
friends,
no, I'm not
but
gonna
chemistry.
be
in
friends
a
for a year.
commit.
all
Bree,
right, so listen,
not friend zone. I'm
all
not
right, so
saying friend
listen,
zone, friend.
Oh, not the
all right,
friend zone.
all right, so all right,
Oh
Bree,
God,
so let me,
the F
hey,
word
Bree, so
got me
like,
brought up.
so let me like break something down
Greg,
for
what
you.
you?
All right, so like you got a friend, right? You know what I'm saying? But y'all just getting to know each other. So you saying, all right, well, I like you, so we together. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mhm. No, so no. So what I'm running across is that the men want to label it as friends, and they want to friend you for a year plus, but they don't want to commit to you at
Wait,
any point until
so
after y'all have been
we talking about
friends. But
friends
still,
all
how
right,
we
so
always
listen,
have them, or friends with
yeah.
benefits?
Oh
So
no.
this
friends
is
with
what the issue is.
benefits.
You need to specify on what type of friend you're gonna be. Like, see me, like I have a lot of platonic friendships with women. I ain't paying your bills. I ain't doing this.
Me?
I ain't doing none of that. You just my friend. If you
Uh-huh.
saying that I want to be with you and grow as a friendship to possibly
Right,
marry you, that's different. So that's why you got to break it down, because if I'm thinking,
that
oh,
is
well, friend
different.
with benefits,
Yeah.
so, and that's what a lot of men and women both get caught up in. If you got a friend with benefit, you're having sex with them, you're doing this, that, and the third, man, I'm like, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? But that's why a lot of relationships these days are failing, because there's no
Right,
giving a person
Hmm.
husband or wife treatment
right,
without them being married to you, then you're actually playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's
right,
No,
right.
I was
All
just
right.
gonna say
Greg, what
this.
was you going? You were trying to
It
say
seems to me
something, Greg.
in a lot of situations, the chemistry really is a key, and I think sometimes we're afraid of it because of how powerful it can be. But at the same time, if that
Mm.
spark is not there from the beginning, you know that
Mm-hmm.
that's a
This
sign.
ain't. Yeah.
But now it
Yeah.
I've heard that it can develop over time. But most of the time
Mm-hmm.
it's
Okay.
like
You
right off the
know.
bat,
You
it's either
yeah.
this there or
You
it's not.
know.
And you know.
We know. I don't know about men, but we know. And so if my spark has to develop with you, you are the homie. Period. My spark. I mean, I don't. It don't because upon meeting you, I know whether or not and after having a couple conversations with you, like I know where I want to go. And so Jill
Absolutely.
says you have to specify a friend. I'm very clear that I'm what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for another homeboy. I'm looking for
Mm-hmm.
a partner. I'm looking for to get married, right? So I'm not looking for a friend. But then this is what they come with is this friendship thing, and I don't want it, and he explained to me. So what happens is usually I have these women, I meet this woman, and then we're just friends for a long time, and then eventually, like, he's being beaten into submission or something. Eventually they become together after being friends and I said, well, that's not my track. I'm not on that plan, right? So I don't want to be your friend for years, and then eventually because at that point now you the homie. I'm not looking at you like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've moved on to
All right,
somebody who is
let
serious
me
go
about
ahead,
ask
me.
brother.
Joe this question
Period.
though. I tend to be like this, man. If I show up,
Right. Right.
that means something. If I appear in your life that way, then that is the initial indication that
Of what though? Because I feel like you
interest.
showing up
Yes.
means that you're
It,
interested to see how this can go further. That's not
No,
that's
no, no, no.
not
It's the way
a
you
lot of
show
some of
up.
them just ain't
It's
got
the
nothing else to
you'll
do
know.
is what I'm
You'll
Yeah,
gathering
know.
from my evidence.
you
You
gotta
you'll
know.
know.
Absolutely. You know
You'll
what
know.
I'm saying?
It,
However
it,
you
it ain't gonna
show
be
up
no
is how you,
question.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. However you show up.
Let me
Hey,
say
Greg,
no
brother,
ambiguity
yeah,
whatsoever.
Greg, like you just said, however you show up, that's how you gonna get treated too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if you, like you said, Bree, if you showing up
Yeah.
just like the homie, I'm
Yeah.
gonna treat you like the homie. If you showing them like your knight in shining armor, ready to sweep you off your
That's
feet,
it.
then that's what it's gonna be, right?
Where my
Yes.
polish at?
But,
Yes.
but how you
You
gonna
got my
show up though?
attention
Are you
though,
gonna
right?
reciprocate that as well though? See?
It depends on if I like him. So if he's the homie and I don't like you
No, but
like that, then
that's
you
your
the
choice
homie.
though.
Like, that's
That's your
not
choice
how I
though.
like you.
But let the brother know right away. No, you don't stand a chance. He'll
I
step
think
off.
it is. Like,
Just let him know though. You don't stand a
It
chance.
ain't
He'll
true.
step off. It's not you.
you know, I enjoy your friendship. I enjoy your friendship, but if I like him and he's coming, he's coming through like my knight in shining armor, and I'm like, oh, then I'm a step up my game too. Listen, I'm out here. I'm not out here dating these men and expecting everybody to, to just again give to me, right? I'm taking
Right.
from people. That's not what it is. I'm reciprocating if that's where we're at. But what I'm finding is that people like the idea of me. The men like the idea of me. When it comes to actually dating and committing and being accountable, then
It's like
that's
catch
where
playing
my
with the
disconnect
box
Right, so
without the tortoise in it. Okay.
Mhm. That's what I'm finding out. And not because I'm sitting here like, like I'm wilding out on anybody or anything. I'm not doing any of that. It's just that I think people, just like they see what I'm doing. They think I'm,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you're very motivated and woo. But then when it comes to, okay, so then now you've expressed your interest. I'm here now. So now what we gonna do? Then it's kind of like, oh,
they
well,
sound indecisive.
and that's just not what I'm looking
They
for.
sound like they
So
indecisive.
then you the homie, huh? Yeah,
Let me tell
like,
you
okay, so
something. I
now
heard
she's
what's
giving me the
the
attention. So
judge that just
now
lost her
what?
husband. Oh, yeah.
Lynn told me.
Yeah,
I saw a clip
Well,
I saw
and
it
I will never
too.
she
Yeah, I saw
said,
it.
never let a man tell you more than once that he don't want you. You hear me?
And Bree, I tell you,
All of
ever.
it.
And that's verbal and nonverbal because that
I'll say
comes
this too.
both ways.
When
Ever.
that happens, the buyer's remorse kicks in, whatever you want to call it. When they get up close, when they get up
Not the buyer's
when
remorse,
they
baby.
get up
That's
close and
what
it's
you
like,
gonna
okay, no, I can't handle this. That's
say? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it happens. You go with your
That's
like
vision.
I
it.
always, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
see, don't
Like I'm
settle.
not, because what I don't
Right.
have time is
The
to play with anybody, right? And I'm
time
not playing
wasters
games with
and
anybody else.
energy
So I don't have
vampires out
time for
here. You
that
gotta
shit.
avoid
So
them at all
then you out of there.
costs.
There you go.
Well,
You never
What
even made it to a
do you make
Facebook
with the
post,
You
matching
baby.
never made
What's
it
pajamas?
to
the
a
last thing you
Facebook
posted?
post.
We ain't made it that far.
Or,
We ain't made it that far. So that's why, because I feel like, again, I'm ready for the next step. And I think that the men that I've ran across lately, they're just not ready for that next step. And so
wait,
then when I'm like, okay,
is,
what's up? Like they're not,
Right,
because y'all take
right.
everything I say literal. Not like I'm sitting there actually saying what's up, right? But I'm saying this is what
Mm-hmm.
I want, and I'm acting
mhm.
accordingly to what I want, right? They're not it's that disconnect, and they're just not, I don't
all
think
right,
the
Bree.
ones I
So my
feel
current situation,
disconnected.
like, so I've been having a friend since May this year. Like we ain't slept together, we ain't nothing. It's just she respect my boundaries, I respect her boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But she I'm a busy man, Bree. I'm an entrepreneur. I got 1,000 things going or whatever. So, basically I said, hey, like I can't give you all my time. I can give you some of my time, but she respects that I'm a man on this purpose. So, you know, the stuff that, she's basically showing me, all right, I want to be with you, Joseph. Like I want to be that for you, Joseph. Like, so she's shown me that attraction, confirmation, and appreciation, and also respecting my boundaries as I've respected her boundaries.
Yeah,
So I think that, addressing the
respect.
elephant in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really need a year or two to know if somebody is gonna be the right person for you. Like it's
Right.
like you said, Mimi, it's about the connection has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And like my favorite word is the transparency.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're showing me that you rock with me and buy into the process of my progress, then let's try to, do it. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm old school. So I'm
Let's do
courting
it.
into potentially possibly being married. I ain't saying it's gonna go that route, but like I told her, and she respected, I said, hey, I'm single. If I'm not married, I'm single. Period, point blank. And I think we got to get back into that mind frame, like, hey, because like I say on the W2, you either single, married, or divorced. So don't get yourself caught up in a friend with benefit situation, and you're investing your time, money, and energy and love or sexual contact with a person that's gonna be here today, gone tomorrow. You feel me? So I think growing up, we gotta be more responsible with our time,
So,
energy,
and
and our space. And I
that's
think
what it
that's
boils
what's
down to.
wrong with society today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You put your hopes in one
I
basket
agree.
with a person, and they just ghost you or sleeping with another person or disrespecting you on social media or what have you. So I think we just got to get back
Yeah.
into the old way of thinking. Like so my grandparents married 56 years. They actually courted and built a life together. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my little 2 cents right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. And that's how it should be. That's absolutely how it should be. And so, okay, y'all, let's pivot a little
Oh,
bit.
Yeah.
I know
we
we done been
rocking.
here now.
Yeah.
This is good. And so as long as y'all
We
rocking with me, we're gonna
rocking
keep
with
rocking, right? Okay. Let's pivot. Meeting family for the first time. Do you guys do mamas like you? Greg,
you.
do mamas like
By
you?
and large, mamas love me.
I got
Okay.
exes that I've been broken with for years, and they
Joseph, do
mama
mamas
still rock
like
with me. Yeah. Yep. Mamas love me.
Of course.
That's what I'm talking about. Mimi,
Of
do
course they
mamas
do.
like you?
But unfortunately, my boo thinks both of his parents are gone. So I haven't had the
Oh,
opportunity to meet his parents. But there is a woman that was, the family friend that, he considers a mother figure. He values her opinion. So he took me to meet her, and she was just over the moon, and, you know, told us, now don't wait too long now to go on and get married, So yeah,
I
because she
hear
had to
that.
be there for that.
I
So
Do
go on
mamas
and
do,
lock that up.
do mamas
Okay.
like you?
So let me answer. So
Yeah.
right.
yeah. Do
Do mamas
do
She
like
knows
mamas
the
you?
like
point of
me?
view. So
All right.
so most mothers love me. Okay. I am everything that they've always dreamt for their sons. Okay. It's just so that y'all know. But I did have one out of all my years that did not like me. And that's
Oh man,
because
raggedy
her
son.
raggedy son was telling her
Oh
lies,
wow.
raggedy. Yeah, was telling her lies about me. But why so he was out here doing, things that he ain't had no business. And he was telling his mom lies about me. So she never liked me. But if she had known the real true me with all the
You
truths out
you
there,
said
she would
everything
have loved me. So
you need to say
yes,
when you
moms
called me
love me.
raggedy.
Raggedy.
everybody raggedy
Raggedy.
son. Bless him.
Raggedy. Yep. Already know.
So now, do your parents like the people? Have they always liked the people you brought? Have they
Wait,
not? Like, give me
this
some deets. And y'all in
this
the
is
comment
going
section, y'all can
viral.
join in. Do mamas like y'all?
I mean,
Just go
let's just say,
with the raggedy
let's just
Raggedy
son. The
son.
say,
raggedy son
thank
gonna
God
make
for
it viral.
second chances, okay? And
And
right,
third.
and my dad
Okay.
loves tea. Like they like this. So yeah.
Good. Good.
Now I will say my
Okay.
mom
Okay.
actually we had a
What?
uh, little little turbulence about a month or so ago, and I
Okay.
was like, I don't know. My whole
Oh
family turned against me. My
wow.
Sans turned against me. My Sans was like, I don't
Oh
know what
wow.
this is.
Wait, that y'all broke up?
I was like, dang. I
Oh,
was talking about it, right? And they was like, oh no, don't do that.
Not talking.
It was like as soon as I made that indication, my mama, my sister, and my Sands all took her side. And one of my sorors did too, because I'm a Sigma, so we got Zetas in there. So yeah, they was just like, don't do that. They
and you didn't do it, did you? You didn't do it.
And then I came to the decision personally.
You were persuaded
that I wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I was fully persuaded.
It was all you, baby.
I mean, in my past experience is like, well, I mean, my family know I'm private. So, I mean, like if I bring them around, they like, they don't care. Like, man, whatever, man. They don't be tripping on that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they be like, long as you happy, we happy. But that's all they say.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
So Natural Diva says, my family did not like a former boyfriend, and I know said former boyfriend, and yeah, we gonna. And then Tiffany says, Tom says, my daddy don't like nobody, and her daddy doesn't like nobody, and so that's facts. And I will say that my mom, there was an individual, my mom was like, and she doesn't do this, and she was like, I don't like him. And I was like, what? Why? What? She said, I don't like him. He ain't for you. And he ain't into you like he's supposed to be. And so I don't, because he was showing signs of being dishonest. So he was showing up and he wasn't being genuine.
And mama can see right through that.
Portraying signs of, you know.
Let me ask you this question. How long did it take for you to get there?
I was halfway. Sorry, y'all. My phone, my battery low, so we're gonna have to wrap this up at some point. So I was
okay.
So I wasn't that far from it though, because at the time when this happened, he did some shady stuff, and so by the time that she's telling me that she don't like him, he was already one foot in and one foot. Yeah, he was already on his way out anyway. But I remember her telling me that, and I was like, dang, for real? Because you know, she said, I don't tell you these. She said, but this one here, he ain't it. I said, oh, okay. And that was that. He gone. You know? Because listen, what you're not going to do is mess up my inheritance. Because
that's how I am about my kids. I be like, we let no fools up in the family.
That's real.
That's
straight up.
You ain't nobody with somebody raggedy ass fun.
And to my sweet daughter Bree, whom I promise to remember my will. Hi, Bree.
Right.
And that's it. And I'm like, dang, man. No, because I'm with somebody raggedy son. I ain't gonna do it. So, all right. Let me ask y'all this. And Tom says, Mama knows. Mama knows. She does. What is there a type of career that the opposite sex can have that you stay far away from? Everybody, comment below. Is there a career that? So let me start off, just so that I'll start this one off myself. I avoid personal trainers. Now hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I don't want to do 2-a-days. I don't want to drink a protein shake for morning, noon, and night. I'm going to eat a biscuit, probably 2 biscuits. You know what I'm saying?
That was gonna be my one too. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's two for me then, because I was gonna say strippers and only.
A lady of leisure, I'm good. No,
okay. What
still, she's still soliciting herself.
Feet or something.
Any body part, she's still soliciting herself.
So you gotta do some strange for a little change.
Yeah.
So what's yours, Greg?
As soon as well, of course, at my age, I'll be very busy. So.
That's it. That's y'all bars. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all bars low. Listen, I clearly I see that strippers, you know, is not a thing. OnlyFans is the clear indicator.
Well, because a person's career doesn't necessarily correlate to intelligence.
but the personal trainer can be a genius, a flipping genius. But you gonna make me do 2-a-days, and I want to do
But what if he
one
don't?
4
What if he
times a
don't
week,
want
and
to? What
that's
if he
it.
don't want to do make you do 2-a-days? What if he want to use you for bench presses?
He might not. He
You
might
gotta
let
have
me
your,
eat
you
biscuits.
gotta have your
He might
biscuits,
let me
Bree.
eat biscuits, but I'm too scared to find out. I'm just saying
Hey,
I like a buttered roll.
tell the truth to shame the devil. You have not because you asked for it. Okay.
Mimi,
Truck
what's the
drivers.
one career that you wouldn't date?
Ooh.
They hoes. And
Tell me why.
they be gone. Listen, I just came out the gutter. I just came out of the dating gutter. And I'm in Midland, so it's the oil field guys and the truck drivers and the personal trainers too. They be hoes too. And they do. And
They do. They do.
some police officers.
I heard police officers, they like real abusive.
But when I see that profession, it'd be a red flag
right?
for
But
me.
I heard
Them four,
dating a police officer.
they, yeah.
It'd be some sexy police officers here in Dallas, though. Like, I be having, like when I go to events and I be like,
For me because I have
you know
two. I'm a firm believer in the 5 love languages, right? So my top 2, they're neck and neck. Words of affirmation and quality time.
Okay.
So I need my time. I don't need nobody gone all the time. You know, so that's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no sense in me punishing myself or putting myself in a situation to set myself up for disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what Terrence said. My father was the police. That nigga got 4 outside children. I'm done.
Oh my God! Without giving away too much, my current boo, her ex was a cop, and
I'm
that
telling
was
you.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes up.
Oh. Well, okay,
Absolutely.
then I just won't. I'll leave that alone. But I do like a man in a uniform, and I thought that was sexy. You know,
It ain't long term.
It's nice for my
Nope.
eyes, but clearly that's it. That's where it stops. Clearly
Right.
it's not. And again,
Thank you
disclaimer: we're
for
not
your
saying all
Thank
of
you
you
for your
police
service.
officers. Thank you for protecting us, and thank you. But clearly, I can't.
So what about military
marry you. So
officers?
then there's that.
What about military officers?
So here's where I am with the military. Again, very, very nice to look at, but they are also hoes. And they like to have, so what they do is they have all these different families going at one time in different states and different cities, because they're transferring bases. They're being transferred, or whatever the word is, to different bases. Now, how do I know this? Is because I dated one. I also lived in a military city, San Antonio, Greg, as you know. And so people are like, well, why don't you date like an officer? Well, most officers at this age, they're married. There's not too many. And if they're not married, they're divorced and they don't want to marry again because the first one got all their money. I don't have time for that. Okay. And then the E5s and all that, that was like when I was 20. Like they're usually younger. And so that's
What if
a no for me.
What
So
if he's an aspiring rapper? What if he's an aspiring rapper on the come up?
Huh?
Yeah.
Me? No. Absolutely not.
A 35-year-old aspiring
Yeah,
rapper.
it's a no for me, dog. It don't even matter. It don't even
Little money.
No. And then he wants me to help him write bars and hooks. I can't. I'm just not gonna. That's not my thing.
This is great.
So
yes.
Yeah, guys. Okay, I like this. I like this. One more thing, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I I hear so many stories about men dating women with that's just trifling. The women done cheated on them, had babies in the relationship, all this kind of stuff, and they stick with her, baby. They stick with her, but you got some fine, career-oriented single women out here that can't even catch a break. What do y'all think about that foolishness? Because it's a lot.
Well,
It's a lot of men out here. You be
I
like,
would
wait, you
say
did
in
what?
the
How?
society that we live in, people love
And
drama. People love the toxic love. People love chaos. And if in my past, in my 20s, my early 20s, I was, ratchet. You know what I mean? So that was what it was. But as you get older, I think like once you get older and you get yourself settled, and I want more out of life. We gotta like work on yourself internally. I just think like right now, like, but it's even people in their 40s and 50s like ratchetness. Like they don't like it's ridiculous. I just feel like morals, values, and just
right,
self-respect
right.
for the human race is just out of whack right now. And if I can even contest to that. I'm a single bachelor. I'm a career-driven man. I'm on my purpose. And I've been overlooked by some women, but there is something about, oh, Joseph, I respect you. You know what I mean? So they, and I'm pretty sure, Bree, you can contest to that as well. It's just, I don't know. It's like, I guess good people just get screwed over these days. I don't know. I don't know.
I think for me, I kind of had to
Right.
grow into that point. Like I was in a relationship that was
Yeah.
bad, but I
Yeah.
stayed in it when I had kids. But two, you get so used to that. And see, mine, it
Yeah.
wasn't like volatile toxic. It was like
Yeah.
slow,
Mhm.
marinating toxic, right? And so, but I got to a point maybe 10, 15 years ago where like mentally, emotionally,
Then you checked out.
that was it. I was done. I just want to make sure the kids was good. I checked out. And then once some things happened, I
Right.
was like, all right, man, I can't do this no
Yeah.
more. I got to go. But it's then that to me, it was almost like a whole new stage of
Absolutely.
development because I had to relearn a
Absolutely.
lot of stuff.
Yep.
And now, I'm still just kind of a rookie when I think of it that way. But
Yeah.
but I'm having fun, I guess, so they la vie.
Yeah. That toxicity is everything. Like
Yeah.
people are so, like you said, Joseph, people are so used to drama that,
But
like that's like, then
another
when you
thing
don't
too, they
give it
did a
and you're
study.
thinking,
It's
you like, you
called
crazy. Listen.
codependency deficit disorder, where you're codependent on it's like a symbiote. It's like a parasite. Like I always tell people, you can't scream you're a victim when you volunteer to bullcrap that happened in your life from a man and a woman. So it's like a parasite that you can't get off yourself, and they love it.
Yeah.
Like exactly. Yeah, that's what it
Like a
is.
trauma bond. A
So
trauma bond. Yeah. Yeah. But then that's what I'm saying. Like when they come to, I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm not gonna be arguing
that's
and chasing you and
that's what
fighting and I don't want to do all that because I'm not there in my life anymore, right? So now when you coming
like
at me with the foolishness, I'm
yeah,
like,
like
okay. And then depending
like
upon how deep
like
your
no
foolishness
cap
is,
Dang.
Bree.
I
Like
just
I had a
throw
woman
nothing
tell
off.
me
Like I'll be
if a
like,
man
well,
ain't
put
beating
it
on
in
me
the
or cussing
mouth,
me out, he
right?
don't love me. I said, well, I'm gonna let you find him. I'm good on you.
Oh no.
Bye. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
Bye.
that's
Bye.
that
Because I can't.
codependence, and because I'm gonna tell you, I think another thing that attaches with that, you're
Yeah.
absolutely correct on that, and I think a lot of people are
Exactly.
scared of the
That too, brother.
change
Yep.
because once I leave this,
Yep.
who's gonna love me then?
But let me ask you this, Greg, because do you feel like because they've been in that situation for so long that they just assume this is the norm?
No
So
self
why
love,
leave what I
no
know
self
to get into the
respect.
same thing with somebody I don't
No, no,
know?
I don't know. I don't know. And the reason I don't know, because like for that last part of mine, I'll be honest with you. I was like that little kid who grandmama wouldn't let him go out to play after school. He was watching all the little boys out there playing football and stuff. And I was like, I want to go play. No, that I think they know, but think they're scared. They're scared of the
that it
consequences
could be
if they
better.
make the move.
I would say for me, I knew once I got out that what I was
like
in was wrong, and that there was something out there better. But the battle that I had to fight was I kept looking for the right love to be wrong. Like, how long is this going to last? Like, is he really this nice? Or does he really care about me this much? Or is this just his representative? Right. And so I kept looking for the green flag to turn red because I'm like, I was deceived
Yeah.
13 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I thought that this was my forever after, and my marriage was supposed to last forever, but it didn't, right? And what I thought I was in was bliss, and we were just doing the work. And it was not that. It was very toxic and emotionally and financially abusive. And once I got out and realized what that looked like, I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I had the fun, and I was dating and finding myself, and, determining my boundaries and what I wanted and all that kind of stuff, right? And once somebody was able to match that and was like, man, this is what I want. Let's get to it. And it's like, oh my gosh, is this for real? Is this for real? And so, almost a year in, it's still real. So yeah.
Now you said something, and I know it's your show, Bree, but good grief,
Ooh.
financially,
Boy, cold-blooded.
It's real. It's real.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. That is really good stuff, because I do find people that are in and they know it's toxic. They're in it and they know it's toxic. But like you said, Greg, they're kind of afraid to make any move. And then I think they have been so beat down that it's even like, well, then what is she or he going to do when I decide not to choose them anymore?
Or
what is going to be the fallout?
Or maybe I deserve this. Maybe I drank the Kool-Aid, often enough to where, well, if I was all of that, I'd have somebody that treated me better.
You know what? You have to, I went through that. But you have to, it's like you said, Greg, changing your mind and unlearning those toxic behaviors and deciding that I choose who's going to be in my life, and I choose what is going to happen and not happen to me. Right. And so once I started making those choices, that no, I'm not going to accept you calling me at 3 a.m. That's not acceptable to me. You call me between these hours and these hours, and that's when you get me, right? And until you can respect my boundaries and, talk to me correctly, right? Be honest with me. If I feel like you're doing some shady shit, nope, it's a no for me. And I had to be okay with, because there was a point where I was trying to grasp and hold on to every guy, right, that I thought had some potential that might, become something later on down the line. But when they showed me who they really are, or some red flags come across, I was scared to let that go, thinking nothing else was going to come along. But once I was like, I got used to the dating phase, right, and knowing that it's okay if that don't work out. There's somebody out there who wants the same things that I want. So I was okay with the left, or, ending some correspondence and being like, nah, this ain't really working out for me. If you continue, then you on the block list, okay? Because you're not respecting me at that point.
Right. Because you're gonna fuck around and find out. But let me tell you. So what I have realized is that
absolutely,
people are scared of being alone. It's from one person to the next. You are scared to sit in yourself.
So you got to sit with yourself.
in your truth and sit with yourself. They are scared of that. So you jumping from person to person to person to person. Like you said, trying to hold on to whomever, bats their eye at you. No. Like, you have a choice of what you're going to accept. And like Mimi said, them 3 o'clock a.m. calls, listen, No,
Yeah.
like what are we? I gotta work in the morning. What did you? I go to sleep at 10:30, and that's late for me. That's I'm living.
My
I'm
phone be
lit.
on
You know what I'm saying?
D&D
I'm
after
living the
10
lit
p.m.
life,
I hope it's
and I
not
go
an
to sleep at
emergency.
10:30,
You better
y'all.
call me back to
And
back if
just
you
so
and because it's on D&D. I don't hear
call
nothing.
911.
Mm-mm.
You listen. I don't. It ain't no
No,
D&D, and I still
let me
don't hear nothing. I'm
let me
sleep. I'm in
let me
REM
comment on
4.
something you
It's
said though,
done.
Bree, because that I think the best thing that happened to me since, and it happened to me since my divorce, was when I got into a situation where I was forced, not necessarily forced,
Mm,
but I had to sit
that's a hard
with
thing.
myself because two things happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first one we love,
Mhm.
we get to learn what we like, and we get to see all the beautiful
Mm-hmm.
things that are out in the world. We meet all these wonderful people, and we learn to appreciate just being able to walk in your house and just walk around with your drawers and your t-shirt on, and you ain't nobody tripping
Peace.
on nothing. You can eat
Peace.
what you want to eat, cook what you want to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but when
Mm-hmm.
that introspection happens, and you start to get an inkling of some of the
Mm,
things that make you not a good partner, and you are confronted with the choice of whether or not
Mm-hmm.
you
mm,
gonna work on those,
Mm-hmm.
or you gonna just ignore them and
Mm-hmm.
continue to flop around. That right there,
all of
Mm-hmm.
that. That sitting
that's
with yourself
That's
is a
everything.
real journey because I had to go through that.
That's
I
everything.
started having like anxiety sitting in my like when the kids went with their dad and I got that weekend to myself, right? I'm sitting with myself
Mm-hmm.
watching TV in silence, whatever the case may be. And I was like, oh my God, am I going to be alone for the rest of my life? Am I ever going to find somebody? And, because I'm used to being married. I was used to that even if they were in the other room, I was just
Mm-hmm.
used to having that connection and that dynamic of life. And it was like a fish out of water. I did not know how to function. And it took me about a month or two to get used to sitting with myself and being okay.
Okay.
No,
and it and,
Okay.
and that's the thing.
That's
It
not
don't
wrong.
take a long
no.
time.
That's good.
And then
Okay.
now what's
Okay.
beautiful though, what's beautiful, it doesn't happen for everybody, but what's beautiful is when you run into somebody who has been there and they're willing to love you while you're walking through the
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
progressive stages of that.
Because let me ask you, Greg, I
Yeah.
love what you're saying. You see how at the point I love, Greg, what you said. I don't know why I'm like that. But anyway. um, so Greg, let me ask Greg and Mimi and Joseph, please jump in there if you feel the need. So, okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you somebody loving you through that. Would you say that because you've been through that experience, Mimi and Greg, do you need that time alone? Is it imperative that you have that time? And do you, when you're done with that month or two, so you went through the relationship, you got out the relationship, now you're a month or two in solitary, then that other person on the other side still there waiting
Yeah,
for you,
it's
does that
imperative
make you feel
because
like,
you have to sit with
this
yourself
might be
and
the
you
one?
have to love on yourself.
Yep.
Otherwise, you will put the pressure on that other person to do it for you.
Yep.
And what they do will never be
And that's
enough.
not
They will
fair.
never be enough. And you know why? Because the deficit is within you.
Absolutely.
They'll never be able to feel it. And so you have
Yep.
to heal. You have to heal
There
from the
you go.
traumas that happen.
There
And
you
the traumas may
go.
not have been necessarily within your marriage. It might be some stuff that happened when you were a kid, but it
Facts. Facts.
affects your relationship and how you behave and
Facts.
how you respond,
Yeah.
how you communicate, all of that. So you have to sit with yourself in order to get that healing. Otherwise, you'll continue to pick the same person. You'll continue to. I feel my head coming. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm behind the
Mhm.
pulpit. you, you,
Mm.
you'll
Yeah.
Come
continue
on, preacher.
to go around the same mountains if you don't sit with yourself and get those things resolved, you'll continue to wonder, why am I keep picking the same person? Why do I keep getting these bum ass guys, you know, or people who just want to sleep with me, or whatever the case may be, because it's within you, and that's what you're drawing to yourself.
And
And
let
that's
me
the
this is the thing right here. It doesn't look exactly the same for everybody, but I started reading books, and I'm gonna say my favorite, and I'm purposely pimping this book, was a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy. And listen, I mean, from early childhood on up through adulthood, it was like, this is why you keep messing up. And if you keep doing this, you're going to keep messing up. So stop. And it was like, is it really that
That's
simple?
why I always say I'm a good man, not a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Because people are trying to take advantage of you. But just to echo what y'all saying, I'm actually on year number 2, single, isolation. I call it transformation. 2 years, single, celibate, removed from the whole scene. And it's been extraordinarily awesome. Like, filled with love within myself, and it's just great. Like, it's just, life is just so peaceful. Like I always say, if you on a path with no peace of mind, you're on the wrong path. And I have a lot of that peace of mind, so I ain't gonna just garnish it to just have anyone just come in my life. They're gonna add value and add that same peace to it. So it's a beautiful feeling to just be in isolation and work on yourself. It really is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you got to do the work, though.
Yeah.
The work is imperative that you do, and you look within yourself to figure out how can you show up better, because we all have flaws. We all have things we can fix, right? And so that's what I have been on. I have been on this, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? How am I showing up? How am I, what am I putting out there? You know, that's what I've been working on, me personally.
Joe,
so
I love what you just said, man, because you just gave me a test. Because if somebody comes along and they are interrupting what I have or what you have, they disturbing that, or even if they're not disturbing that, when they come along and I'm starting to ask the question, is this gonna mess up my thing, my vibe, or what? That's healthy.
But you know, you operating with an agent of chaos. You gonna know off the rip.
Absolutely.
Because that's disturbing. Because when you working on yourself and you like, man, I'm great, you go automatically, if that person bringing that same energy into your spectrum, like, you gonna know. It's just that discernment, because like, yeah, like, this feel great, so automatically you're gonna magnetize the right person into your life. I always say this, you know, once you become the best version of yourself, you're gonna meet the person that's best for you, and it's gonna be a natural flow.
That's it.
Like, that's just what it is. Like,
that's
period.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I like it. All right, y'all. We
This
have,
is great,
listen,
y'all.
I may have
This
to
is
do
great.
this Dear Future Husband co-host more often,
This is
y'all.
great.
I really listen. You know, still bringing on my guests, and y'all drop in the comments whether you enjoyed this, but still bringing on my guests every now and again. But maybe once a month we do something like this, and we
my
just
DJ,
come on and we
my
just chop it
guy
up.
DJ Visual tuning in too. So I did send the video to a couple people and they tuned in. So shout out to my people.
Thank you.
Shout out to my cousin John.
Hey,
I think he tuned in. That kind of surprised me.
What's up, John?
Great.
And shout out to everybody that
It was
tuned in
great.
today. You know, a lot of my friends, y'all, the ones that are on this show and the ones that have been commenting, came through for your girl, because, you know, we had to pivot on Their Future Husband. But listen, I ain't never met a pivot that didn't lead to something even better. So this pivot has now made me realize that I need to do more of these, and that's what we're gonna do, y'all. This was fun. So, okay, y'all. So thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. We will be doing this every Thursday, week after week. So next week, y'all make sure y'all tune in 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Dear Future Husband.
Hey,
And
y'all have a good night.
I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Y'all have a good night.
Bye, y'all.